Hi students, today we'll guide you about the important formulas related to unit number 9 and 10. If you take a look at unit number 9, the first topic we have related to joint product and byproduct costing, and the main topic we have joint cost allocation. So we have four methods for joint cost allocation. We already uploaded separate video how to do the allocation. So in this video, we will just guide you about the important formula. So the first method we have physical measure based approach. In this one, we allocate the cost based on physical volume. Say you want to calculate the share of joint cost for product A. So how we can have it? Quantity of product A dividing by total quantity multiplied by joint cost. So through this formula, you can have the share of joint cost for product A. Next method we call it sales value add split off method. So in this method, joint cost will be allocated based on sales value. So how we can have share of joint cost for product A equal to sales value of product A dividing by total sales value into joint cost. So like you notice that the difference between physical unit and sales value, the only difference here we are allocating the joint cost based on sales value instead of physical volume. Third method, students, we have estimated net realizable value. So in this method, we allocate the cost based on NRV. So whenever you are using this method, first of all, you have to calculate the NRV through this formula. NRV equal to sales value minus separable cost. Further, you use the same formula, share of joint cost for product A is equal to net realizable value of product A dividing by total net realizable value multiplied by joint cost. Like that, you will have the share of joint cost for product A by using NRV method. Fourth method for joint cost allocation, we have constant gross margin percentage method. In this method, first of all, you calculate the gross margin percentage. How to calculate? Gross profit dividing by sales into 100, you will have gross profit percentage. We know the gross profit formula very well as we already explained you in another videos as well. So sales minus cost, we will have gross profit. You know that we have this sales equation. Sales is equal to cost plus gross profit. So as per the situation, we can arrange this equation as per our requirements. Say I just rearrange this equation to calculate the cost. So in this method, first we calculate the gross profit percentage, and further by using this percentage, we calculate the cost of each product, sales minus gross profit. So once you calculate the cost, by using this cost, actually this will be our total cost. So by using this cost, you will be able to calculate the joint cost. Like here, total cost is equal to joint cost plus separable cost. So here joint cost will be equal to total cost minus separable cost. Like separable cost can go another side, and subtracting from total cost, you will have the share of joint cost. So basically these three formulas we are using in our constant gross margin percentage topic. So here itself I can guide you, like whenever you are calculating the total cost can be equal to direct material plus direct labor plus manufacturing overhead. Sometime total cost you will calculate in this form: total variable cost plus total fixed cost. So this is another form of total cost when you are dealing with joint cost. So total cost will be equal to joint cost plus separable cost. So like that, different forms of total cost you can use. So these three formulas, one, two, three, you will use to calculate the share of joint cost if he mentioned constant gross margin percentage method. Next topic in this unit we have for the overhead cost allocation. Overhead allocation and normal costing. So here you can understand the definition of normal costing, in which first two elements of cost we use on actual basis, and the third element we use as budgeted, which is our manufacturing overhead. That is the meaning of normal costing. After that one, in this topic of overhead allocation, you mainly have to calculate the application rates. What's the formula for the application rate is equal to estimated overhead dividing by estimated allocation base. Either you are calculating the application rate for variable overhead or for fixed overhead, same formula you will use in both of the cases. Once you calculated the rate, next formula we have for the overhead allocation, like how to allocate it. Amount overhead applied will be equal to total quantity of allocation base into application rate. So depends what kind of allocation base he will give you. Say allocation base can be over machine hours, can be over direct labor hours. So it depends upon the situation, what kind of allocation base he will give you. Allocation base, you just need to multiply with application rate, you will have your amount of overhead applied. Students, the last topic for this unit we have uh, allocating service department costs. So there apparently we don't have any formulas, mostly we are calculating the percentages, other things. So for the solution we can update the separate video. So in this video itself we are covering the formulas for unit number 10. You know that in unit number 10 we mainly have theoretical topics. The only numerical related topic we have throughput or super variable costing, which is the extension of variable costing, correct? So throughput or super variable costing is the extension of variable costing. So here which formulas we are using, we will guide you. Like you remember in our variable costing, we calculate contribution margin. We already uploaded the video for the formulas related to variable costing. So contribution margin, you calculate sales minus all kind of variable cost. You subtract all kind of variable cost from sales amount, you have the contribution margin. So it's the next level here. From the sales amount, you just subtract your direct materials and we calculate here throughput margin. In throughput costing, we calculate the throughput margin. This method also, you know, that using for internal decision making purpose only. And another formula we have here, which we use in theory of constraint to determine the most profitable product mix. We have to calculate the throughput margin per hour. How to calculate throughput margin per hour? Throughput margin dividing by constraint time, which is the limiting factor. So this is the formula we have to use to calculate the throughput margin per hour. So students, after this video, we have already completed the formula list till unit number 10. So next video we will do for the formula list related to budgeting, variance analysis and transfer pricing. Like that, our formula list for part 1 will complete. Thank you very much.